We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Christopher Dunn has it teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First run now for Kyron Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 48-yard line. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, that a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll set up a throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll take this inside the 40. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he stopped immediately there.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Jamison Williams
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So Dunn now following the score. Back out to send this away. Ballantyne now from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The Niners at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Done good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Back to throw here.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Done good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the 29, here's second down and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On play action, they'll throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Now done for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, 49ers 21.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll change things up.
Buffalo 18. Set, go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Here's 2nd down.
Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.